For the Beaver Radio Network, I'm Kelly Schultz. Joining me from the BSU women's hockey team is Abby Halluska, a freshman forward out of Delano, Minnesota. And first of all, Abby, what made you come to BSU?
It was just the feeling like I was at home. I come from Delano. It's a small town, kind of like Bemidji, so a smooth transition for me. And I love the coaching staff, love the rink. The facilities are obviously awesome, and I was fond of the school as well, right on the lake. And just like I said, it's a small town feel, and that's kind of what I was looking for.
What have you learned from your upperclassmen and your captains this year? How have they helped you adjust?
They're just really kind, honestly. They're great people, first off, and they're always willing to lead and willing to help us, and they kind of let us know that everyone plays a role. And, it's kind of tough for the freshmen to come in from being some of the best players on their high school team to figuring out that they're in college hockey now, and it's just a different thing. And it might be tough for some, but it's just a great experience with the captains that we have this year. They're just super helpful.
What has been the biggest thing you've had to change in your personal game as you adjust from high school to college hockey?
Like I just said, noticing your role. It's just a different thing, and you have to stay positive with yourself and kind of, Coach always says, to fuel yourself with confidence, and don't let the points or anything like that get to your head. Just kind of go out there and play your game and play your role.
Well, this freshman class has been very impressive. Despite not scoring a ton of goals, you and your freshmen are getting a lot of shots on net. I know one weekend Kiki had 15 shots on net. I know you've had a bunch of shots. You finally get your first goal last weekend. Walk us through that goal.
I got out there with Summer and Miller, and I was pretty excited. I was like, all right, it's time to go, get going. So we got out there, and we were just kind of buzzing, and it's towards the end of the shift. I was a little exhausted, and I just came out of the corner and saw an opening, and I shot it, and I think it might have hit off a defenseman, but I was like, it went in, and Summer's like, is that your first goal? I was like, yeah, let's go. So we were all pretty excited. So yeah, it was a fun moment.
And then your fellow freshman, Jack Casa, she scores her first right after you did. What was it like knowing that both of you guys contributed to your team that night?
It was exciting. I joked with her when we got back on the bus because we sat by each other. I was like, hey, we should sit by each other more often. But yeah, we were pretty proud of ourselves.
A tough weekend last weekend against North Dakota. Just shows how hard this league is when you go into a weekend like that, kind of hoping that you'd play a little bit more of a close game. But what is your mindset of your team right now coming off of that weekend?
We just got to be great teammates, and get back together, stick together, because if we start to fall apart, it's going to be tough. And I think we have what it takes, and obviously we've shown it beating the Gophers, and we can skate with any team. It's just a matter of coming together and playing as a team.
Well, this weekend is going to be a big battle as you take on the number 1 ranked team in the country, Wisconsin. Of course, they'll be a little bit depleted, not much. They're losing one player to the Four Nations Cup. But what do you expect out of the Badgers this weekend?
I don't expect anything less with their player out. They have 4 solid lines with all great players. I mean, obviously they're ranked number 1, so they got to have good players to do that. But I think if we just play our game, and we got to be focused every shift. You can't take a shift off versus them. A team like that, we just got to get shots and win battles.
Abby, have you decided on a major yet?
I have chemistry.
What are you planning on doing when you grow up?
I want to be a dentist.
Well, good for you. That's ambitious.
Yeah, I know. It's quite ambitious.
Well, what's it going to take for your team to get a win this weekend?
Just a lot of heart and grit playing Beaver hockey.
Good luck this rest of your weekend, and good luck this season.
Thank you.